This morning's hometown hero is a Brussels Army veteran who served with the 101st Airborne Division during the war in Afghanistan. Now he's using his experiences to help other veterans navigate life after service. Local 5's Daniel Schuster brings us his story.
I joined the military right out of high school. I went to basic training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma to be a forward observer for the artillery. And on my first duty station assignment at Fort Campbell, Kentucky with the 101st Airborne Division.
Spooty served from 2008 to 2016, including a 12-month deployment to Nangarhar province along the Pakistan border, where he says the role put him in the middle of high-pressure missions.
I had the chance to go to an advanced training school, and I became a joint forward observer. So for the common person, that qualified me to not only call in artillery, but I also coordinated airstrikes. For
Spooty, much of the work centered around helping communities build stability in the midst of conflict.
Trying to help them as much as humanly possible get an active well, have clean drinking water, put up some type of infrastructure so they could cross a wadi to see family. I mean, like, those basic human needs, I think, were tough.
Coming home from Afghanistan, he says, was a transition many people don't see.
I came home during the Packers Super Bowl, which was awesome. That worked out great for me. But I can tell you, going from a war zone 3 days to being, in the streets of Green Bay celebrating a Super Bowl, it's hard. I remember being in the car and like we were trying to drive down the street after the Super Bowl win and everybody's banging on the car and it's like PTSD, like I thought it was crawling out of my skin. Like those transitions are really, really hard.
He spent years trying to process what he experienced, later realizing he was dealing with survivor's guilt.
I spent about 10 years, I think, trying to figure out what it was, and it wasn't until maybe 3 or 4 years ago that I figured out, I was processing survivor's guilt. Before my boots ever hit the ground in Afghanistan, an advanced party went and a captain was killed. The captain had 6 kids. Sassar Noakes, who was a good friend of mine, and I looked up to him. He passed away and he had a couple kids. For me, it was like, okay, well, why them and why not me? I had nothing to lose, right?
After watching the withdrawal from Afghanistan, he says a flood of emotions brought old memories back, leaving him searching for direction yet again.
While I was there, I understood why I was there, and I felt like I was making a direct impact in helping people. I think that got lost for a period of time for me. And I think when I saw us withdraw out of Afghanistan, there was a flood of emotions that was really difficult to process. To just pull out and see all the ground that we've made, all the help that we're able to give some people disappear, to watch a culture go backwards, that's a gut punch to think, what the hell was this for?
Last fall, a trip with the Freedom to Liberty flight helped shift his perspective, connecting him with other veterans and moments that brought his service full circle.
I was one of those people that's like, that's not for me. I don't need that. Somebody else needs that. And I got convinced to go. And one, I did need that. That was important for me. And two, maybe I'm meant to go to help somebody else.
He says standing at the memorials in New York was a powerful reminder of how much bigger the mission was than any one person.
To literally stand in a spot where a war started is just a powerful moment in itself. And I think when I looked down into the memorial, that's, the big hole in the ground, it's like, okay, I thought I had a hole in my heart. There's a skyscraper-sized hole, 2 skyscraper-sized holes here.
Now a father of 3 living in Brussels, Spooty says his focus is helping others find connection, whether through nonprofits, community work, or simply being there for someone who needs support.
And I think at the end of the day, as a veteran, that's all we want, is to be a part of a mission bigger than ourselves and to go make a difference for somebody else. And that's what I'm after. That's what I found, and I'm hoping to help other people do that as well.
In Green Bay, Daniel Schuster, Local 5 News.
Thanks, Daniel. Do you have a hometown hero story to share? Let us know by just calling our tip line or sending us an email. Be sure to include the contact information of you as well as your nominee.